chewing on ice.
Wanna fill up your cup, just say that. Wanna jump in this truck, just say that. Yeah, I ride with a truck, don't say that. She like, maybe wanna fuck when you say that. Back then, they ain't pay me this payback. Just rapping on crazy, say that. Came a long way from shopping at Payless. Oh, you want a Versace, say less. But you already know where it's at. Real big coins, nigga, 4X that. Pass me the ball, I'ma score, that's a fact. And won't put keys on the floor under the mat, cause the world taught us that we poor if we black. And order a track of glorious life for your family and all of your kids. You gotta water it tap. Damn, I should've started with that. We used to walk to McDonald's when niggas had problems. Niggas already had Big Macs. I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist. Shit, baby, that garbage. I heard this shit got snatched. Me to pay, I'ma pay then. It's money at the door, let pay in. Oh, you don't like the rules, don't play then. And if broke niggas don't deserve pussy, what you gonna do for a K then?
Let's get it, yo. Let's get it, yo. Let's get it, yo.
Wanna fill up your cup, just say that. Wanna jump in this truck, just say that. Yeah, I ride with a truck, don't say that. She like, maybe wanna fuck when you say that. Back then, they ain't pay me this payback. Just rapping on crazy, say that. Came a long way from shopping at Payless. Oh, you want a Versace, say less. Look, got your head did it up, but keep that head down and sit it up. 1942 to simmer up. Used to be sunny, then 7 up. I went to school to show mama love. You either rap, ballin' or selling drugs. Construction, real estate, or driving trucks. Cutting hair, touching niggas up. Can't trust the construct, niggas stuck. Can't muster up, nothing much to say. I went to fam, she went to Florida State. She used to like white boys, but it's straight. God answer prayers, I ain't even say. Like all you fuck niggas in the way. This my life like Mary J. And I'm on E like Terrence J. Before I let you go, I gotta let you stay. But if you wanna leave, don't hesitate. We grown now, we can't pump the brakes. What you say? Wanna fill up your cup, just say that. Wanna jump in this truck, just say that. Yeah, I ride with a truck, don't say that. She like, maybe wanna fuck when you say that. Back then, they ain't pay me this payback. Just rapping on crazy, say that. Came a long way from shopping at Payless. Oh, you want a Versace, say less.
Get it, yo. Get it, yo. Get it, yo. And if broke niggas don't deserve pussy, what you gonna do for a K then? 5K, 10K.
Woke up this morning.
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. Pink, you might want to turn the volume down over there, my man.
Really? Okay. I'm screwing up our production quality already?
No, it's all good, man. We're jamming, man. We're jamming. That was Juju Osborne would say that. He's dropping new music as we speak, man. That's a hard-working young man. All right. Now, we have a good show for these folks today, man. Of course, it's sports, music, and mayhem.
And we got a little bit of all of that today.
A little bit of all of that, man. We got Kevin in the building already. He's ready to get on.
He's ready to show us some sports.
That's right. That's
Boxing
right, man.
Specifically.
Boxing specifically. I wish maybe we'd had a different setup, man. Maybe he could have show me how to throw an accurate punch. I know how to throw a leg kick.
You know how to take a leg kick.
I know how to take. Yeah, you're right.
There's no evidence of that happening.
I know how to take one, man.
Yeah.
Yo, when he hit me, man, that was crazy.
That was.
Like, we didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Casey Berry, man, MMA. He actually won his last fight as well. On the bench with Bubba and Pink is still supporting you, all right?
That's right.
Keep getting those dubs.
The sound of it was the best part.
Yeah, man.
It literally sounded like cracking wood.
And we also got Kel Breezy coming on the show today, man, an R&B guy, hip-hop. We're going to talk some music with him.
Just released an EP this week. I was at the listening party the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, out past my bedtime.
Oh, man. Did you see any prospects for me?
For you?
Yeah.
Nah. There was nobody eating enough.
Yeah, man, they gotta have quite an appetite. At least that's the trend.
Or have a hungry man at the house.
Before we get started, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. This entire show is brought to you guys by overkink.com. That is overkink.com. Alrighty, make sure you guys go there and use promo code Bubba Pink. It has all of your bedroom needs. I don't care what it is. Overkink.com has it.
And it's a legitimate code.
It really is.
You'll get a discount.
You will get a discount.
And who wants to pay full price for sexual needs?
Who wants to pay full price for anything, but especially sexual needs? You guys go in, you're hiding on these websites, you're buying this stuff full price. I'm telling you guys, you can still hide and go buy this stuff, but you can use the promo code Bubba Pink and get a discount.
Save
all right?
yourself some money.
That's right. Now, Pink, we're opening the show every show now, just fixing the NBA team quickly. Of course, we know what we're doing. The GMs of these NBA teams, they do not.
They don't.
All right.
Especially the team that we're talking about.
Next up is the Portland Trailblazers.
Didn't they just fire their team president for inappropriate behavior?
Yeah, man. They really did. And you know what? Whether it was inbounds or out of bounds, he had to go anyway because of some of the moves those guys have been making as far as on the court.
Yeah, they haven't helped themselves at all.
You know, so you have this superstar, Damian Lillard, and you have him now for what, 8-9 years at least?
His whole career so far.
Yeah, his whole
and
career.
He's not young anymore.
You're trying to build around him, and you know you have this pairing with him and CJ McCollum, and it's just not, you know, it's a supremely small backcourt.
Yeah, it's a
begin
flawed backcourt because they're so small. They're skilled. They're great offensive players. I like both players individually. I just think collectively they're vulnerable because they're so small.
Right. So ideally you will want to surround those two with length, with defenders, you know, 3-and-D guys. All right. But what they have is, I mean, Robert Covington, you know, I guess he can pass, but he's really a bench guy. You know what I mean? You don't want to.
At this point in his career, I think he's more of a bench guy. All
right. Then you have a center who, you know, he's just not great or not good at anything. He's just okay at things, you know.
Yeah. I mean, to me, he's good. He's not exceptional in any specific category. And the issue, he's gotten hurt a few times when he's
gotten hurt, and you need a big who can protect the rim with those two small guards because, you know, they're letting everyone get past them. You know what I mean? So you need somebody that can protect the rim, and he's just not that guy, and he's not providing any offense. So why is he on the team? All right.
Jeez, hard at him.
No, I'm just saying, man.
But they got two of our Orlando boys.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Little and
Anthony Simons.
And Anthony Simons, man.
Who actually is a Pedro's Posse veteran, mind you.
That's right.
But Simons, I thought, has played very well this year.
Simons is having a good start to the year, man.
It's been very consistent production from him, providing points and playmaking off the bench. He's putting himself in line to make some money somewhere.
Yeah. Shout out to Edgewater, man. That will be the last shout out this year, but shout out.
And Nas Little, he's a guy that really struggled to get minutes
so far.
And well, no, this year
he's
actually started to get some consistent minutes. There's been some consistent productivity on a small scale, but I'm happy for both of those guys to be contributing now. Yeah. But it is after the two guards. And really, you could argue Anthony's probably been their third best player.
Yeah,
it's all guards, and there's no impactful front court play.
There's no I mean, absolutely none. And then you have a cap space problem because they have none. So you can't improve the team. Yeah. And even if they did have cap space, nobody is coming in free agency to Portland. All right.
Yeah.
So it's okay. How can we improve this team? All right. It's only come by way of two ways. Trading Damian or trading CJ.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are your only two avenues to improve this team.
Yeah. And I guess, though, Lillard went on record as saying he would like to play with Ben Simmons.
Exactly.
And that changes everything.
It does.
I don't think you can trade McCullum for Ben straight up, but even if you have to throw in some pieces, that changes the whole dynamic of that team.
So Philadelphia made an offer earlier this year for CJ McCollum. All right, it was C.J. McCollum. It was 3 first-round picks, 3 first-round pick swaps, future, and Anthony Simons. Portland said, "Hell no, get out of here." But that was before the season started.
Okay.
You know, so is that still a little too much? It probably is.
All the draft capital, you can't do that.
You just can't. I mean,
that's
that
too much draft
wipes
capital.
you out.
Yeah.
And because a team with Ben and Damian, it's a little better, but it's still not getting you to where you need to be. And then you have no way to improve the team through the draft or anything.
Right. Especially if you've given all your draft capital for like literally the next 5 or 6 years.
So my thing is, C.J. McCollum is a max contract player. I don't know if you know that or not.
I thought he was.
So he's the only max contract player in the league that has never made an All-Star team. Did you know that?
No, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah. So he's an overpaid player.
And he's the slapper.
So you're only going to be able to move off of CJ if you're either trading a problem for a problem, and he's not necessarily a problem, right?
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
But it's the contract is the
Contract's
problem,
the issue,
right? But Ben, it kind of works both ways. 76ers need a guard, in Portland needs it, but is Philly going to take that? I doubt it, right?
Probably not. I mean, I think a combination of maybe a pick or two, not all that.
Not all that.
But if I'm Philadelphia, honestly, if I get C.J. McCollum and Simons and even like one first-round pick,
you think you'll take
based
that?
on where you're at, why not?
Because they're waiting. I think you rather wait.
For what?
If I'm saying for Philadelphia,
but
James Harden is a unrestricted free agent after this year, and that's Daryl Morey's boy. You know what I mean? It came in together. He didn't sign that extension, so he can go wherever he wants. So he's kind of waiting on a whale, unless a deal knocks him off his socks, and that deal just doesn't do it.
If Harden's unrestricted, you could find a way to get him without. You could still make a trade and still get him.
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah, because you would have to clear up cap space.
But there's ways.
Yeah, there's ways. There's ways.
Nobody has not gone where they wanted to go because of that.
No. In
the modern free agent.
That's true. I mean, yeah, but so if you're Philly, I mean, yeah, that's an okay deal. For Portland, that is the best deal. But I still think moving Damian Lillard is the most realistic way of improving this team.
I agree with you.
Because you get the most. Like, think about, we're saying get rid of first-round draft pick, Anthony and CJ for just Ben. Ben, who is a flawed player in himself, right?
Yeah.
Versus you get rid of Damian Lillard, and if you're talking about Philly, it's Ben, it's Picks, it's Tyrese Maxey, who's averaging 20 this year.
Right.
It's defensive stopper in Thibault.
And you're banking on the development of Anthony, and
yeah,
to say, we're gonna do this. You have to go young. You can't.
You can't.
Give up Lillard and a bunch of picks going away. You've got to be able to. If you're giving up Lillard, it's triggering a rebuild. You got to have the picks.
Exactly. That's
the way that goes.
You got to have ideally the picks and like a nice young player, core player that you want to help build around. Yeah. So I think we just fixed Portland.
It's that simple. Book your playoff tickets. They're there.
They're coming, man. They're on their way. Let's take a quick.
And Bubba and I promise we're not going to sexually harass anybody in Portland.
Never, man.
Bunch of white hippies anyway.
We'll be right back. Let's see. What do we want to play here today? I didn't have any Kel Breezy lined up just now.
Way to go.
But we will. I'm going to line it up right after we get Kevin. Right after we get Kevin on, all right? But for right now, this is Bay Bubs. I am very disappointed in myself. We had a hard time getting all this stuff together.
I am too, man. I am too.
Yeah. You're on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We'll be right back. Home of sports, music, and mayhem.
Shit. Yo, big fine ass, twisting that walk, you wine pass. She say she only like eating sushi and buying bags. Lace 300 and it's 150 an eyelash. I'm trying to bag her like Tide trash. Her ex was all kind of trash. Tell him playing traffic and try to crash. Tell him this whole thing go rap like a body cast. I know he thought he could leave you hanging and try to brag, but love is life, babe, you gotta laugh. No, I ain't just trying to smash. I got you covered like the bottom half. I hold that gun like I'm still trying to find a flash. Shade from me, I split a frog like a science class, and then it's Netflix in a wine glass. Yo, big fine ass, twisting that walk, she wine past. She say she only like eating sushi and buying bags. Lace 300 and it's 350 an eyelash. I'm about to work you like a time task. Yo, big fine ass, twisting that walk, she wine past. She say she only like eating sushi and buying bags. Lace 300 and it's 350 an eyelash. I'm about to work you like a time task. She bullheaded, but her sign says held me down when I sacked up them dime bags. Can't be single with your fine ass. Crush it, usher, make a climax to climax. Down for the smoke like I'm Cyrax. I've been watching her like an IMAX. I've been clocking her like a Timex, trying to hit her like hi-hats. Say she single and I don't buy that. Unless them niggas come with 10-day contracts. Yo, big fine ass, twisting that walk, she wine past. She said she only like eating sushi and buying bags. Lace 300 and it's 350 an eyelash. I'm about to work you like a time task. Yo, big fine ass, twisting that walk, she wine past. She said she only like eating sushi and buying bags. Lace 300 and it's 350 an eyelash. I'm about to work you like a time task. Come here.
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We've got our first guest of the show tonight, Kevin Nunez, a local fighter, also doing some big moves in the fitness industry. Welcome aboard, Kevin.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me, man. Truly blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
Now, the go-between, the connect of how we found each other was a girl that grew up in my hometown that you came to know as well.
That is correct, man. Miss Paula. Shout out to Miss Paula, man.
I hope she's listening. We're going to send her the clip as well.
100%.
So, yeah, real good person from back in Danbury, Connecticut, and that's good now. So you're about... You've been an amateur fighter now.
That is correct, yes, sir.
And you're looking to transition to the pro ranks.
It's about that time. Levels.
Yes, sir. Nice.
Yes, sir.
So how'd you get into fighting?
Listen, man, honestly, I was a baseball player.
For real?
I was a baseball player, yes, sir. I had a baseball scholarship to St. Thomas University down south where I met my beautiful wife.
Oh, so you played at the college
level?
Yeah,
I played college ball, yes, sir.
I guess it's not the time for me to say baseball's painfully boring.
Oh, my goodness. Can I tell you something? I was a catcher and a middle infielder. I tell my brother all the time, if I was not one of those positions, I probably would not have been a baseball player, bro. Because
I was gonna say,
baseball's, I mean, I can't watch it. Unless it's the World Series and my Cardinals are playing, I can't watch it.
I hear that.
You know? But baseball transitioned, transitioned beautifully. I knew I was an athlete. I felt too good. Started boxing at about 24.
24?
Yes, sir.
Never
24?
did it before at all?
Never boxed before in my life.
What about like street fighting and just beating up people at the bar?
I used to beat up the bullies.
Okay.
That will pick on other people at school, you know what I'm saying?
Little Robin Hood vibe.
Yeah, I had to make sure listen, at the end of the day, we fight in the ring, you know what I'm saying? We fight in the ring. And if you're a bully, then you need to get it.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
One thing I've noticed, like in the boxing I've watched and some of the MMA stuff, to me, like real fighters really seem to have at the end of the day a respect for each other.
Dude, yes, because they know what it takes.
Yeah.
They know what it takes. You've got to have mad respect to whoever walks up to the ring or walks up to the square circle, because at the end of the day, it's a grind to get to it. Yeah. Listen, just to walk. If you walk up there, you got my respect.
I got you.
So what would you say is the single most important thing a fighter needs to have to be successful? And I'm talking about a physical trait, like as far as hand-eye coordination, or whether it's need to be in shape, or a hard right hand, or what is it?
Easy work, cardio.
That's what I was going
Cardio,
at.
you gotta be disciplined, man. Yeah. If you ain't getting your road work, it's gonna show in the ring.
So if you're not in shape, you can cancel Christmas.
Show. Absolutely. You cancel Christmas. You can cancel Easter. You can cancel everything, brother.
Well, no,
all of it.
I think it was Vince Lombardi, the football coach, said fatigue makes everyone a coward.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah, because whatever you think you can do, when you reach a point of fatigue that you can't overcome, you just can't do it.
It's true.
It's just the legs aren't there. The nothing's there to do it. That's the engine that fuels it all. Is conditioning.
I'll never forget my very first amateur fight. I trained with, and shout out to Coach Daniel out of Tampa. We trained for about 9 months.
Okay.
We trained for about 9 months, and ultimately it wasn't until even when you get in the ring that first day, you forget everything, the adrenaline, everything that you've been doing. Once you get hit, you gonna have the truth shows.
Well,
you get hit.
That's the Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get
in the mouth, baby.
Yeah,
that's it. Yes, sir.
That's
True story, man.
Oh man.
What's the worst shot you've ever taken in either a sparring session or an actual fight?
A sparring session, body shot.
Yeah.
Never forget it. Body shot to the liver.
Oh.
Yeah, body shot to the liver. You don't recover from it.
Does that hurt more than like a hard shot to the face?
All day.
Really?
1,000,000%. I'm telling you. I don't know if you've seen it when people go that little small that reaction, that slow reaction. They get hit, pop, and then they do the. Yeah, that's that liver shot.
So that's not fake. That's not just for the camera.
That is not just. There's a lot of things for the camera in boxing, but that's not one of them.
Okay, all right.
You know
well, spill some tea. What's for the camera?
Well, listen, man. Nowadays you got a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
You got a lot of celebrities that are. Hey, and shout out to them. For example, the Paul brothers.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
For example,
I wanted
the
to
Paul
ask you
brothers.
About those guys.
We shout out to them because they're doing what they have to do to get their eyes, to get people's eyes, and to get the views.
Right.
Respect. But I can't wait for them to come across somebody that'll punch them in the mouth and really see if they really want to fight.
Okay, this was my big beef, and I know we're gonna talk about your connection to the Mayweather Jam.
Well, I got you.
I was like, why won't Floyd just put these guys in a position where I'm a pro and you're a pretender.
Right.
Like, and I just felt like
And he did that with
that.
and he did that the first fight. I think. I mean, I don't know if you remember. He got hit with that when he got hit with the uppercut, and Floyd kind of held him up.
Yeah.
And
but I'm like, let him fall. Let us see this.
Right.
Man.
And so
I want to see that guy go down, man.
Listen, for the love of the money, man.
I know that's
for the love of the. And so, like I said, shout out to them for doing what they got to get the views. But at the end of the day, it's like you got people that are literally putting their life on the line and training their. Hey, listen, forgive me if you will, but training their asses off to make it to make it to their pro debut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these guys are getting their first fight already on headlining pay-per-views.
And that's the thing. As a guy who's in that grind, does that sort of just irritate you on some level, or are you just okay with it?
I have to say respect once again. You know, if and listen, at the end of the day, if you don't market yourself, nobody's gonna market you for you.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna take care of your career better than you're gonna take care of your career. And if they're doing their thing, you know, marketing themselves that way, God bless them. You know, and if they've got that route, they had the whole YouTube thing from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? On Disney Channel.
Yeah.
You know, they were
for a
on Disney
while.
Channel. My
Yeah.
wife told me they were on Disney Channel. I don't remember them from Disney Channel. My wife told me they were from Disney Channel. But so they've had that following. You know?
Yeah, they do.
I think Walt was still on the Disney Channel when I was a kid.
But I think there's a bigger threat to boxing than just the Paul brothers, because I find a lot of interest in these celebrity matches, like these old football players,
Right.
or like I would.
You got Frank Gore fighting
Frank
coming
Gore
up.
fighting
Yeah.
the old basketball player,
Darren
Williams.
You know, like I would pay $500 to see Stephen A. Smith versus Charles Barkley or some crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I would.
That's
I
real
would-
celebrity.
I would pay $1,000 to run Stephen A. Smith over with my car. I ain't taking chances.
You ain't
that
paying too much.
somebody's-
You ain't got to pay too much for that.
I ain't taking chances somebody's gonna hold Stephen A. up.
Like I think there's a real avenue. I think boxing could be headed towards that route of just these ludicrous boxing matches between talking heads or celebrities that have no background in boxing. At least the Paul brothers, especially the baby Paul brother, has been training and fighting for
Right.
last few years.
No, and I agree. And I think and so it's funny that you say that, because now I don't know if you guys noticed the last two fights that were just put on for this past month, Teofimo and Cambosos, and then you had Davis when he
Last
fought
Sunday
Cruz
night.
this last past Saturday. Yes, sir. Sunday.
night, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those are the best two fights that they've had on all year. And then you had Devin Haney on Saturday. Devin Haney feiting Jojo Sanchez.
Okay.
Jojo Diaz.
Because that's the thing. They're saying that in boxing it's hard to get the best
To
match.
fight the best.
The
Because
best
everybody's
fights.
running from everybody,
Yeah,
right?
everybody wants
hot.
to keep that undefeated.
You got it, Bubba. You got it. Everybody wants to keep the old pink.
Everybody wants to
And
keep
so,
that, man.
but not everybody could be Floyd, you know.
Right,
Not everybody,
right,
not everybody could be Floyd, you know. And so that's really now, like I said, this past month really showed that there's still life in boxing.
For sure.
There's still life in boxing. They got good fights coming up.
My thing with the celebrity fights, to kind of address President, my thing is at some point, one of these celebrities who doesn't really do this is going to get badly hurt. And I think it's going to give a real pause to it at that point.
Yeah.
I like Frank Gore. I hope it's not him. But it's just, to me, there are levels to it, and you just can't like go into it cavalierly without that catching up to you at some point.
The first one we had heard of was Nate Robinson. That was the
He
first
got
one,
flattened.
and he got hurt.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He wearing night. He got Pacquiao.
And so you would think that being the first one, you would think, okay, this is going to go away. But instead, it's like, well, Nate made
Brought the
this
hype.
X amount of money.
Well, I hate to say this, but I'm talking about something like
really
a
hurt.
death,
Yeah,
or a guy's just not
'Cause it happens.
Paralyzed.
It can.
It happens.
It happens with the pros.
It happens all the time.
And I think it'll catch a different vibe. Like right now, Nate's probably been the worst, but at the end of the day, he's basically okay. And a lot of these guys feel kind of empowered or interested.
Yeah.
They're athletic guys. They're competitive guys, and they look at it and go, "Hey, let me do this."
Well, like you said, we gotta give props to the, especially the younger Paul, right? He's definitely training. Like but that's why I'm looking forward to the opportunity for Tyron Woodley to try again.
Yeah.
Right, because he already tried, right?
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
and let's see what happens.
What
this
did
time.
what happened with the Tyrone? I mean,
Well, I mean, Tyrone, they complain about the decision, but it shouldn't have been a decision. Period.
Okay,
You're a professional fighter.
You know what I mean?
You're fighting a celebrity dude. It shouldn't have been a decision.
Take care of
period.
business.
You gotta take care of business. Yes, sir. I agree with you.
What about the whispers though that it was in the contract that he couldn't knock him out? You think there's anything to that, or does that seem a little ridiculous?
You know, it does seem ridiculous. I heard about the same thing with when Tyson and
Tyson.
You remember Tyson?
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah,
Roy
so they were
Jones.
supposed to, when they
That
fought, there
was
was
in the
apparently no
contract.
rules there too.
Yeah.
But again, I'm telling you, man, you got everybody trying to box again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
for
I
real.
feel like it's time where Floyd as a promoter, all these promoters are like, okay, bet this is happening. We got to save our sport, and the only way to save our sport is to put on the fights that the people want to see.
Yeah, I hear you. I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's where maybe, like, I'm not a big fan of the celebrity thing. And I'm not a big fan of the Paul brothers. Maybe, though, that's the upside of it. If it does force the guys that are really in it to put together better cards and really go after each other to draw the attention away from the circus fights, that could be a positive.
I'm with it.
Every situation presents an opportunity, and maybe that's the opportunity to be taken.
Exactly.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, I think that's what it's doing. You know, what's funny is back to your previous point, because when Casey Berry was on here, the MMA guy, he was like, the last thing you want to do is leave it up to the judges. Take care of the business that you can take care of, because you don't want to leave it up to them.
No, not in this sport. Anything can happen at any point.
Yeah.
In the amateurs, it's a little bit different. You got heavier gloves, you got headgear, you got this, you got that. In the pros, 8-ounce gloves, it's the hurt business.
It's the hurt business.
It's the hurt business.
Do you spar like that, or when your first time in there is going to be your first environment with lighter gloves, no headgear?
No, we'll spar. We'll spar normal.
Okay.
For example, today we had sparring today. 16-ounce gloves, headgear.
Okay.
And then a little bit closer to the fight, we'll use 12-ounce and then 10-ounce, and we'll transition into 8-ounce. But we'll never spar with 8-ounce. We'll never do that.
And you'll always have headgear.
We'll always spar with headgear. Correct.
So what I'm saying is your first fight,
Yes,
though,
sir.
it will be no headgear.
Correct.
So is that going to be a huge adjustment? Is that going to be an advantage for the other guy? Because
It's going to be an advantage for me, because the other guy's not going to have an advantage point blank. Period. But yes, it is going to be different. It's going to be different. Gloves are going to be lighter.
Yeah.
Going to be a little bit more free. Honestly, everyone always complains when you first start sparring, when you first start boxing. Everybody complains about the headgear, so everybody wants to take the headgear off.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So once the blind sides go off, because that's technically what it is. It's like you have blindsiders on. You know what the horses have?
Yeah.
So they can just only keep forward. That's what it's like.
And I was going to ask you, wearing the headgear, is that a genuine visual obstruction?
100%.
Okay.
Especially if you have the full side, the full cheek.
Okay.
Because you can't see past because boxing is about angles.
Yeah.
My opponent takes the right angle, I'm not gonna see.
Okay.
Because the headgear is this thick. It doesn't look like it, but the headgear is this thick.
Oh, okay.
So you can't see if I'm right here.
Yeah, not at all.
You know what I'm
Couldn't see
saying?
anything. Yeah, I
Yes,
got
sir.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that,
And then they got these full face headgear. They have the
I've
the
seen
bar.
those.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely
Now,
don't see
what about the gloves, right? Because I've seen Mayweather coming into fights, them complaining and arguing about what size gloves to use, and he, this and that. So, what difference does that really make?
the padding. The padding. So some gloves, the padding on them, they're like pillows. So they don't hurt as much, right?
Okay.
And then a regular boxing professional glove for a fight glove, it shouldn't be as padded. It should be a little bit more solid. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more, so you can have a little bit more firm contact.
So somebody could throw a little Tom Brady-ish thing in there and sneak in the wrong glove and have an advantage.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
It's happened before. Shout out to the Miguel Cotto. He just hit the Hall of Fame yesterday. He fought against Antonio Margarito. When Antonio Margarito had the wrong gauze, he had literally cement inside his gloves.
I remember hearing about that. Yes,
Yeah,
I
man.
remember that. Now, how does that
horrible.
happen when you're getting gloved up for a pro fight?
You got people watching, supposed to
Right,
be.
and it shouldn't be somebody from your opponent's team, and then when your opponent's getting wrapped up, somebody from your team's observing?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
I mean, how do you think?
And
you
even
got pulled
officials,
off?
even officials.
Well, yeah, the officials.
The officials are supposed to be watching, right?
Yeah.
You have a teammate that's a coach that's typically watching.
How does
but-
Margarito pull that off then? Like, what
Listen.
did he do?
Money talks.
Okay.
You never know. Till this day, that part I never found out. Right?
Yeah, that's just funky,
till this
man.
day, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I do know that it happens. You know what I mean? I do know that it happens. So they always, gloves are a big thing.
Yeah.
Gloves are a big thing.
Okay.
But the other thing I want to definitely talk to you about now, you're going to be opening up a fitness center in the Oviedo area.
That is correct.
And
Yes,
it
sir.
is,
Right about 25 minutes from here.
Okay, and it's Mayweather Boxing and Fitness,
That is correct.
and it's a franchise from Money May.
Floyd himself. You know,
All
Floyd,
right.
he loves his money.
He does.
You know, he made a franchise out of strip clubs. He's a promoter. He started a franchise with fitness, with boxing and fitness, and I'm truly blessed to be in my field already.
Sounds good. So now you're gonna where in Oviedo is this? I live
So
out
we're
Winter
right
Springs,
off
not
the
too far.
417 in Aloma.
Okay.
Right off the
417.
417 in Aloma, right behind the Texas Roadhouse. We're right
Okay.
there, man. We're right there. We're right off the highway. Very simple to find.
I keep hearing about Texas Roadhouse. They say they have the best like little rolls. Or
They're
whatever.
fantastic.
They're
man.
butter.
Oh, yeah?
It's not the rolls.
It's the butter?
It's the cinnamon butter.
All right, I didn't break it down like that.
I
That's
gotta
a good
try
job.
that.
Got you.
Oh yeah,
I
you
got
on
you.
it?
It
I
is,
gotta
it
try
is.
that.
Go
then.
check
wait,
them out.
That's it. Then.
The Roadhouse is in. There's like a Publix in that
That is
plaza.
correct.
Are
We're
you
right
gonna
down-
be in that plaza?
In that same Publix Plaza, we're gonna be the last suite on the end where there used to be a bank. It's Suite 1093.
Okay.
Mayweather Boxing and Fitness.
So now they can come get fat with the cinnamon bros and
got
then
it.
come get work in at the gym.
And then
And work it out.
if they gotta do groceries
And
before
then
they go
boom.
home, they go to Publix and then they go home.
Oh yeah, that's
Knock
it.
it all out.
Walmart's across the street.
Oh, yeah, you guys
and
in a good area.
not to mention too, and not to mention you got Miyako right next door if you want some sushi. Right?
I don't do sushi.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't do
you got
sushi.
Miyako right next door. They got some crazy lunch specials. You got, I mean, listen, we're blessed, but yeah,
Bubba and I do coochie, not sushi.
I'm with it. I hear you.
Not together though.
I'm here. You.
But so I do want to talk about like so.
Yeah.
This is if you're now you're gonna open in the spring, correct?
That is correct. We're looking at February, March, time period as far as opening. What we're doing right now. So, for example, this upcoming Saturday, we'll have our first outdoor workout. So, for anybody that wants to join and come check us out, come check out, just an outdoor workout. It's gonna be a lot of body weight, a lot of shadow boxing, and a lot of hitting the mitts.
Okay.
So yes, sir.
If somebody's interested in that, how do they connect? Where do they go?
Listen, man, go to Mayweather Fit Oviedo. Follow us on social media. That's the Instagram. If you go to Mayweather Boxing and Fitness Oviedo on Facebook, you can follow the information there. And then very, very simple, man. Mayweather Fit Oviedo, Mayweather Fit Oviedo, MayweatherFit.com/Oviedo. It'll take you straight to our location.
And this is a fitness gym. It's not like a pro fighters gym. So like people like myself and Bubba, we could actually join up.
So it is a
Great
pro
workout.
fighters because we're
okay.
retired pro fighters because it's Floyd's gym. It's his studio. It's his concept. But yes, you're right. So
But
it is non-contact.
So I think he's saying also
Yeah.
like even if someone doesn't have an actual interest in fighting, this is a
Correct.
place we can come to still get a good workout
Non-contact.
in.
That is right.
Okay.
Non-contact cardio
Yeah.
boxing for fitness.
Boom.
That
There
is
you go.
Awesome.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good. Sounds good. So and then do you have a fight to announce yet, or you're still waiting to get things locked in?
I'm waiting to sign that contract, but we're working on something for January.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We're working
That'd
on
be
something for
awesome.
January.
That'd be awesome.
God willing.
And January is right around the corner. So are you in shape? Would you be ready for one?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We stay ready.
We don't want your cardio to get you on the mat.
I got you.
Speaking of,
Solid.
okay.
I wish so mine, but I need 6 more months. Man.
Yeah, I don't want people to be disturbed.
You got you.
Cause some nightmares here. I was gonna ask you though, like in the Paul fight coming up in December.
Yes.
Tommy Fury had to go out with an injury, and
Pull out.
Woodley's coming in. What is the difficulty, or from your perspective, how difficult would it be to step into a fight that's 10, 12 days away on short notice? How does that work as a fighter?
Depends on your discipline. It depends on your cardio. Right,
Okay.
Bubba?
Mm-hmm.
So if you like I'm saying, if you stay ready, that's not just a saying.
Yeah.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Like I said, boxing's funny. So boxing can give you can have look at Isaac Cruz. against Gervonta Davis this past Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or this past Sunday.
Who did win that? Javante, right?
Gervonta won. Gervonta
yeah.
won that. There was a lot of controversy.
It's by
you know?
decision, correct?
By decision.
Javante is one of he's one of the ones that people are buzzing about. That's like one of the top guys.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah, he's probably, I mean, and especially the weight class, that 135 is stacked. You got Haney. You got, I mean, Camboso just took all the titles from Teofimo. You got Crawford.
Yeah,
right?
Crawford
was in the, you know what I'm saying? He moved up, but I'm just saying that the weight division.
Yeah,
you
that's
got Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
You know, it's a stacked weight class. But again, to answer your question, man, when it comes down to it, you just got to be ready.
Yeah.
You got to be ready. And if you're an athlete, Woodley's supposed to be, you know,
we don't want to see Woodley again if he wets the bed again, right? We don't.
It has to be knockout, bro.
I
don't want to. I don't. It has to be knockout.
That's what I'm worried. I'm worried that maybe he's not in the best of shape and he's maybe not ready to do what he needs to do here. And I hope that's not the case. But that's my concern.
If he doesn't do it, we'll know he just needs money. I mean, he must got 7, 8 baby mamas. He's on child support, and he's like, "Oh, fight! I'll take it. Oh, this one, yeah. Let me take another."
You saw their bet, the tattoo bet.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You think I'm gonna put my? Come on, man. No, I can't do it.
All right. Well, stylistically, as a fighter, who do you kind of resemble or draw from as inspiration?
Listen, as far as inspiration, I'm always originally from Puerto Rico. The Tito Trinidad, the Miguel Cottos. Those are the people that when my family was watching boxing, the big fights, those are the people that we were on the big screen, throwing big fight parties for,
Okay.
you know, the flag on the walls, you know what I'm saying? It was just fun, man. And so, I would have to say Tito Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, those guys.
Nice.
So, who in any weight class, who would be your top 5 fighters of all time?
Top 5? Oh, I have to go. I have to say Floyd.
Number 1?
I have to say Floyd.
Have you met Floyd?
I have to say Floyd. I did not meet Floyd. My daughter was born October. So October 20th, my partner, shout out to my team, Lisa Brodsky, Millery Honorary, our general manager. They went out to the convention in Vegas.
Okay.
And they actually met Floyd. Lisa got a photo with him.
Nice.
Got some things signed. Hopefully, God willing, he'll be coming out to the grand opening.
That'd be great.
So that's what's in the works. But yeah, like I said, Floyd. You know, when I first met Coach Lopez, he's a Coach Lopez Boxing Gym right here in Orlando. He's a student of boxing, a student and now a teacher. He studied it so much that my man has books of boxing. You know what I'm saying, and of workouts and. So he became a teacher, right? And he's put me on people like for example, Angulo. I forget his first name, but last name Angulo. Back in the day, older fighters, that I used to that I personally did not study until he would tell me to go watch.
Yeah.
Chapo. There's this guy named from Puerto Rico, Chapo.
Okay.
And those people are people that actually fought people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got what's his name? Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray?
You know, Sugar Ray. You got Sugar Ray who actually fought people, who actually beat people to become
that whole
the number one.
Hearns and Hagler.
Oh, exactly.
Those are great fights back in the
sir.
day, man.
Now
and Roberto Duran.
And Duran. You putting Sugar Ray in your top 5?
Oh, for sure. 1,000,000%.
Okay.
So here we go. So I'm gonna say Floyd.
Okay.
Number 1. I'm gonna say Floyd number 1. I'm gonna say Floyd number 1. I'm gonna go with Wilfredo Gomez number 2, because he's original PR back in the day.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with Tito Trinidad.
Okay.
All right. Number 3. I'm gonna say, this one's tough, but I'm gonna have to put a heavyweight in there. I'm gonna have to put Mike in there just because Mike did his thing. You know, Mike did his thing.
When I first saw Mike Tyson, it was like nothing you'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And the back end of his career and everything post Buster Douglas was not good. But my gosh, there was nothing like watching him when he first came out. It was a spectacle.
Yeah, he has definitely one of the highest highs.
If you watch clips on Mike Tyson, he'll change your mind about wanting to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll change your mind about wanting to fight.
I like it.
So, But yeah, man, I'm truly blessed. Love what I do. Love being in the sport that I'm in. Like I said, I'm only gonna be a boxer for so long.
Yeah.
I want to be able to talk, and I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Yes.
You know, I want to see them grow, and I want to be able to communicate and play with them. And as I get older, so I'm 29 now. About 36, 37, I'm calling it. You know what I'm saying? About 36, 37, I'm calling it, and so that's why we went on. And Mayweather Boxing and Fitness is a part of what, you know.
I love it. Planning for the future while you're living the present.
Got to, yes sir.
That's right. That's right. So once again, we can catch you guys on the IG page.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. At Instagram, Mayweather Fit Oviedo. You can go to on Facebook, Mayweather Boxing and Fitness, Oviedo, and then if you want to follow my personal Instagram, Kevin El Gallo ELGALLO Nunez NUNEZ. That's my personal Instagram.
Much appreciated, Kevin. Thank
God bless
you so
you guys,
much
man.
for
Thank
coming
you for
in.
coming. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey,
for real.
look forward to having you
God
come
bless you.
back too, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Let's do
guys.
this again when the gym's open, and after that first.
I'll bring
fight.
some mitts. I'll bring some
appreciate it.
gloves. Y'all throw
That's
some
right.
punches.
That's right, man. That's what we gonna do, man.
I got you.
All right, man. You
Thank
all
you
guys
so much.
are on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We'll be right back with Kel Breezy.
I've been missing you lately. I'm tired of walking around pretending that this don't faze me. We're not together, don't care what happened. You still my baby. I'm just being modest, but can I be honest? Oh yeah, I don't mean to be toxic, but I'm exhausted. Trying to feel a way that's been gone since we lost it. And I know one way to solve it. Girl, I was wondering if we could do it one more time. And I know it's crazy, but I know you. Oh girl, I know you miss that high. Don't nobody know your body better, yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong. And our bodies are perfect together, yeah. We go all night long. Yeah, that's part I'm the one that's gon' hit. Only one kind of me and you get. Baby, everyone else can forget it. Yeah, baby, everyone else can forget it. Oh, don't nobody know me like you do. It's like it in my mind, I gotta tell you. Yeah, that body, you know how to work. And you got what you want cause you earned it. That's what all them times you got me looking. That's what all them times you got me looking. Oh, girl, I know you just want me to kiss you one more time. I'll do it as long as you can tell me you're still mine. Just tell me that you're mine, even if it's just this time. I just miss you by my side. Girl, I was wondering if we could do it one more time. And I know it's crazy, but I know you. Oh girl, I know you miss that high. Don't nobody know your body better, yeah. Tell me if I'm wrong. And our bodies are perfect together, yeah. We go all night long. Yeah, that's part I'm the one that's gon' hit. Only one kind of me and you get. Baby, everyone else can forget it. Yeah, baby, everyone else can forget. Oh, that it oh yeah. Oh.
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We got our second guest. It's pretty rare we have 2 quality guests in one show.
That's right, man.
All right. We got Kel Breezy, a local music artist here. Now, I met this guy a long time ago. I don't even know how old you were at the time. But
Oh,
your
yeah,
brother was playing drums with my son and Elijah, and they did a show up in Sanford, and it was just dying down. Somebody said, "Well, why don't listen to Mccullum sing?" And all of a sudden, it was like he should have been singing from the beginning. Get these other guys out of here.
man. I remember that. That's crazy.
It was, man. It was really funny. There was, I was like, man, holy cow, that guy's the real deal. But no, I mean, I've kind of kept track of you, social media, whatever, and I've really been happy to see that you've kind of committed and pursued this path. So I'm excited for your future, man, for sure.
Thank you, Coach. Seriously, it's like the past 2 years definitely is. I've been pursuing it much harder than I have, most of my life. And especially, I think it's because I've gotten older, and when I've gotten older, I started to make my own music, and that's when I really fell in love with it. Fell in love with seeing what I could create and seeing how I could translate, what I heard in my mind, and onto a track. So that's when I really, really fell in love with becoming an artist and having artistry.
And so you just released an EP this week.
Yes, sir.
Wait, was it 8 songs on it?
8 songs.
8
yes,
songs.
Sir.
See, I listened to it, right? So yeah, but so did you write all the songs or
every song on the tape?
Fantastic.
I wrote every song, and my older brother RJ, he produced every last one of the songs.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
I just turned 20 today, man. It's my birthday.
Oh
Happy
man!
birthday! Got the man out on his birthday.
Thank you.
One more
You
year.
said
One more year, and we're doing shots.
I know, right? You share a birthday with Nicki Minaj. This is her birthday too, man.
Wow.
I did, yeah, it is my birthday. I forgot about
You
that.
had to bring her on. Man. You know I don't like her.
Man, so what is what has been your the toughest thing, right? As far as so far, making R&B music, hip hop music. Are you struggling with going between hip hop and R&B, or do you know for sure you're an R&B artist?
I honestly, at first, I said that I didn't want to put a genre on my music because I just wanted to make music that made people, feel good, that people could dance to. But the category that people kind of put me in for the most part is majority of R&B. R&B. Some songs sound more pop than R&B, but and so I think that's kind of the genre that the R&B genre is kind of where I would go if I were to choose, because that's kind of the music that I grew up listening to as well. My parents, they're a big fan of 90s R&B music, so I kind of fell in love with that. And then just me being a part of, the new school and this generation, I was able to mix the two, I feel like, and kind of make them, balance each other out.
So let's go ahead and get into it then, right? Because, R&B music
before we do that, can we just take a moment of silence for 90s R&B and how many panties they wet up?
Pink is a huge fan of 90s R&B, but who isn't, man?
That was my era, man.
Yeah, man, but who isn't?
I was in my peak back in those days.
It's R&B music is dying, right? Or pretty much dead, especially from the male R&B, because you still have some female R&B artists who are still going and people still love them. Jasmine Sullivan. I was just listening to her the other day, matter of fact. And yes, I was by myself, maybe. And then also I had you got Ari, but you have quite a few female R&B artists who are popular, who people listen to and gravitate to. But as far as on the men's R&B side, it's almost like a lot of those guys are going to just hip hop swag rap. To where they could be R&B guys, but I don't know if the labels feel like, hey, you can get more money over here.
I don't think the label support is there for it. I think that you're either you kind of go into a little hip hop thing, or you sing hooks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the lane right now. It's it's tough. Do you feel as an artist though, that that you're just gonna try to make the music that matters to you, or do you feel that you got to kind of find some sort of commercial balance?
I definitely have to find a balance. I feel like it's definitely important to make sure you try to stay relevant, with the times and with the but I don't want to be subject to a certain kind of music because of what everybody else is doing. I definitely want to make music for today's time, that music that everybody can listen to and enjoy, but I don't want to be subject to a specific, style of music.
I hear you.
And there are a couple of guys. I mean, Black,
Yeah, Black.
Yeah, he's dope. So there are a few guys out there for sure. And then also those guys that are even Black, he has somewhat of a soul vibe to him, even though it's still R&B, but it's some soul in there too. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, but still, it's like it used to be so many. Like there's no more like like the Ushers and the Kellys and the whatever.
And even like on the like the Jagged Edges and
yeah,
stuff like that.
like even on
on
another on like a tier below. Like it's just not a lot of those guys. And you got the Rod Waves and the these guys want to sing their pain in the rap song.
Yeah, and I kind of hate that they classify themselves as rappers because they don't really be rapping.
They really don't be rapping.
They don't be rapping, bro. Everything is so melodic, and I feel like melodic is sing, like that's singing. So like,
yeah, but it saves a lot of those guys because some of them really can't sing.
Right.
They can't sing.
Right.
Like you say, sing is the word. You know what I'm saying? Because but
with the A, sang with the A. I got you,
man, for sure. So who are you listening to right now?
I listen to a couple guys. As far as like who I can kind of model my relevance, or not really say my relevance, just making sure that I'm staying, up to the times. Chris Brown, definitely, because
C Breezy.
Yeah, man, just because his ability to stay relevant for so long, it's like he doesn't miss. You know what I'm saying? So he came out when he was like 19, 18. Man, I think he's in his 30s now, and it's like every album that he's put out, every song that he's put out, you're gonna hear it somewhere, or like some people know it somewhere somehow, and so it's just like his ability.
He has such a unique vocal
tone. He does, man. He really does.
It's really interesting, and I think that's the thing. Like he's when you hear him, it's unmistakable.
Yeah,
it's not crazy different than anything else, but it's different.
And you know that is him.
Yeah,
he has a signature sound. Like you know that is him for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm listening to him though. My brother actually put me on the Black my middle brother, he put me on the Black man. Who else am I listening to? I kind of listen to I don't know if you know who Blast is, out of California.
No, I don't think I heard of that name.
He's on like this. He's on his own wave, man, and like he's definitely someone that I could see myself like collabing with in the future, man, and kind of styling a song after, just the vibe that he creates. He makes it's California style music.
Okay.
And so they just make like real bops, you know what I'm saying, like that. Yeah. And I just want to make music that people can, that's catchy, people can feel good, ride in the car, listen to. You can play when you with your girl and everything like that. So yeah, definitely, them are just a couple of guys. I listen to Giveon a little bit.
Okay,
Giveon. I listen to him a little bit. That's kind of I feel like he's more on the softer side of R&B, so with his song like Heartbreak Anniversary and everything like that. So I listen to like a different mixture of guys just to make sure I'm in tune with different sides of R&B for sure.
Okay. Now like also you said you wrote this whole EP, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, is this your first project as well, like your first official project?
Yeah, this is my first official project. I put like a couple of singles out like just in previous years, but like as far as a body of work goes, this is my first one.
Right. So what do you think about like the guys who are like overly sensitive about people writing for them, or about the news of it getting out, right? Of people writing for them versus you writing everything by yourself and you owning that process?
Honestly, man, like me personally, I'm a person that being in tune with, the 90s era and everything like that. I want people. I've always wanted to have people like Babyface write a song for me, man. People like I've always wanted the people like L.A. Reid to write a song for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's a problem because at the end of the day, some people's pen just might be better than yours. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like it's okay to get that help from different people and everything. I don't feel like it's a problem. I honestly feel like it would be better to work with people because like the way that I write might not be the way that somebody else writes. Everybody writes from a different place and they pull from a different place, which they project onto their pen or whatever, onto the sheet of paper. So I definitely feel like people writing shouldn't be a problem, because I honestly want to be the type of artist that writes for other people as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like I definitely feel like there's no problem with it for sure. Like I would want somebody to write for me as well.
Yeah, because I always say this is like one of my beefs, especially with like local guys, and not just here, just local talent in every city or state. They're so committed to this. I do this by myself, and this process, I don't want anybody writing for me, and that's lame that you guys have, whether it's R&B or rap. And then I say, listen, man, the biggest artist in the world right now, as far as especially in this lane, is Drake. You know what I mean? Drake took a guy that was working at a grocery store making $10 an hour. The billionaire Drake did this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A guy that's working at the fucking grocery store making $10 an hour reached out to him and they compiled to make a project together. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? And you could say he writing for him, or you could say they're vibing in the studio making music together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. But whatever you say, but it's like, it's just not a huge deal.
Yeah, I think it's really a false narrative. It's just like there's no point in it. At the end of the day, you're going to be measured by, does the music move somebody? Yep. Do they feel what you're doing? That's it. And if they do, it doesn't matter if the team wrote it or a single guy wrote it on the toilet.
For real, honestly. Nah, yeah, like I definitely feel that, because like I said, I want other artists to, you know, eventually write to me. Like, I haven't met, you know, somebody that wanted to write for me, whatever like that. But once I find that opportunity, absolutely I'm gonna take it, because like, I don't want to write all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want to be able to sit back and just go to the studio and just perform. You know, yeah, exactly. Somebody have a song, because there's been scenarios where I've went to the studio and wrote songs on spot, or where I've just had songs written for when I go to the studio, and it's like, I would love to see what somebody else would write for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even my dad, he's written songs for me in the past when I was growing up as a kid and everything like that. Yeah. And it was just cool to see, you know, what somebody else could hear me doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's something that a lot of people are slept on. I think it's because of pride as well. You know, like, a lot of people feel like, you know, they don't want nobody writing for them. They don't want nobody doing anything for them. But I feel like you can't be like that in the music industry, because I don't feel like you're gonna get there by yourself, regardless. So any way that you can get in, man, I feel like, you know, that's definitely a great way to get in. You know, just having somebody to write for you or writing for somebody, just networking in general.
Exactly. I was also thinking it could be a two-way street. I mean, as somebody who writes, like, you could have an idea or a concept and know it's not really authentic from you, but there's another artist out there, maybe a female, maybe whatever. They're like, if they're doing this is different.
Yep. No, for sure. I may even plug you with a guy named Carvis, man. Carvis is a great songwriter. Pink knows him as well. Yeah. You know, I mean, he has some amazing songs out as well. So I may even link you with our guy Carvis, man. Yeah, man. So so you have this EP out. What are you doing? I know you're performing now as well. So how do you get these performance spots? Like, do you know, like, when you're going to be performing again and where?
Actually, man, well, it's just to answer that question right quick. I will be performing tomorrow night at
oh wow.
Yes, sir. At Thursday Live Vibe. It's at Dream City. This is kind of my birthday celebration. You know, I've been performing there since around January, and it's my birthday celebration. So, you know, they're throwing me like a little semi party. You know, I had some of my friends come out and sing. They're gonna be singing tomorrow, and then I get to sing a couple of my own songs off the EP as well. So, you know, it's tomorrow night. It should be, I think it's 9. Show starts, doors open at 8. But so I'll be there tomorrow night at Dream City.
Okay.
I will say this. I went to your performance the other night on Monday, and he has a very nice presence.
Okay, stage presence.
Like a nice stage presence. Yeah, like there's a charisma and a confidence that radiates when he's performing that I was impressed.
Thanks, Coach.
Now, what kind of R&B performer are you? Are you taking off shirts and?
This ain't the 90s anymore.
What we doing, man?
Man, honestly, I would say that I am definitely okay, because, you know, this is my first year performing, and so January was my first time performing. You know, like somewhere other than church, really, like overall. So I would say that at first, you know, starting out, I was just kind of trying to figure out what kind of performer, you know, that I would be. And then, you know, just performing more and getting more comfortable, you know, you start to interact with your crowds. And, you know, I feel like just being able to go in and reading a room to see what type of performance that you're going to be able to get off. I feel like that's the where I'm at right now. You know, like, I feel like I've definitely gotten so much better since I've started performing. You know, just seeing like the videos from when I started to the videos or now, you know, like at first I was really shy to interact with my audience, and now, you know, like I'm talking to my audience throughout the songs and in the middle of my sets and everything like that. So right now, I don't say I'm stripping just yet, man.
But it's coming.
Yeah,
on the way.
You got you have your cardio up?
I'm gonna have to get it up. My mom was clowning me, man. She say I think I ran to go get something for her not long ago. And by the time I came back to her, I was tired. She was like, yeah. She was like, if you gonna be an R&B singer, you need to get your R&B wind down.
I hope you ran to the mall and not just Publix.
No, man. I think I ran from the house to like the parking lot of our neighborhood.
Wait, you don't need to tell anybody that, man.
I mean, look, I'm being honest, man. I know my win.
That's funny, man.
I definitely need to get my win back up, man.
No, that's hilarious.
Give him 6 months. Shirts coming off.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, give me 6 months. That's what I'm gonna say. I gotta get my body toned a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me a little time. I'll be ready.
You mentioned a good thing that you said, like, you've already kind of seen some growth. Now, do you actually watch your performances back and then kind of give some thought?
I do.
I like it.
I do. I really do. I like to see, like before I perform or when I finish a performance, if there's something that I didn't like, I'll be like, okay, for the next performance, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this better. And so in between those performances, I'm watching those videos and everything. So when that performance comes up and I'm watching that video, I'm like, okay, did I execute? You know what I'm saying? Did I do what I set out to do? And it's like sometimes my nerves have gotten the best of me, but as I've been performing more and more, the nerves are becoming less and less of a problem. So it's just like I'm definitely seeing that growth. Just me being, once I get on stage, I felt like it was just necessary for me to go up there and be myself and make my audience fall in love with who I am as a person. And I felt like that would be so much easier to translate, whatever I'm singing onto them if they feel like, my energy is genuine. They see my energy is genuine and everything like that. So I definitely I've learned that, since I've started performing, that my best bet is to just go on stage and just like be myself and show my true personality.
I like it. Have you read the book Outliers?
I have not.
You should look into it.
Okay.
There's a chapter, and the reason why I say this is it focuses on how people achieve sort of great success and the different factors that go into. But one of the chapters focused on the early years of the Beatles.
Gotcha.
And before they made any money, they were like doing so many shows, like 5, 6, 7 shows a week, and that made them like their stage performances and whatever. So by the time they made it big, they had so many reps and so much polish that that was central to their success. But interesting. I like the fact that you analyze yourself. I think that's huge to actually developing in anything.
Absolutely, and I also have, my dad, he was a performer, back in his day, so it was like he definitely gives me advice whenever I need it, like when I send him videos or when he sees videos of me performing, like the next day, he's going to come home or he's going to text me, he's going to let me know, like the constructive criticism, and that's also been a huge part of my my growth and stuff as a performer and as a artist in the studio and everything like that. Like he's always pouring into me and like giving me his constructive criticism on what he feels like I could do better or what he feels like I did great. And so it's just like it's always good to have that, that support from somebody who I know has had like that experience in the music industry as well.
Where was your dad on Monday night?
Monday, he was, it was past his bedtime too.
Oh, I was hoping we were gonna link up and sit in the senior section.
Yeah, man. It was
Tell him I
past his
said
bedtime. Yeah, man. Him and Mom, it was past their bedtime, so they stayed in the crib. They watched their videos later and everything.
Okay, I got you. Want to take a musical break and come back? You're gonna sing for us?
Yeah, I got you. That's perfect.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do that.
Sorry if I caught you off guard, Bubba.
Yeah, you caught me all the way off guard, man.
You're supposed to be a consummate professional over there.
Supposed to be ready.
Goddamn amateur hour. Kevin's embarrassed for you.
I know, right? We'll be right back. You are on the bench with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem.
I'm like, baby, I'ma be there in a minute. Make sure you dress when I get there. Just trust me, baby, do not worry about where we going, just ride on. Let the motion ease your mind, ooh. Girl, you had a rough week, I can tell. Either you snapping on me or you to yourself. And you hold me down too good for me to let that slide. So baby, goodbye. Just sit back and ride. It's your birthday. Do just what you wanna do, it's your way. Just want you to clear your mind. Not worry 'cause you're always beautiful, and you should be able to relax your mind. So baby, just vibe, just sit back and ride, into the night, baby, just vibe, sit back and ride. Baby, clear your mind, let's go back in time. It's just you and me, explore your energy. Girl, we got all night, leave it to your eyes. We can do anything. Baby, just sit back and ride, into the night. Baby, just vibe, you wanna vibe with me? You wanna vibe with me, girl? You wanna vibe with me? You wanna vibe with me, girl? Can you vibe with me? Can you vibe with me, girl? Can you vibe with me?
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We have Kel Breezy in the house, and he's going to sing for us a song off the brand new EP. This is available on Spotify and any other streaming platforms?
Yes, sir. Apple Music, all digital streaming platforms it is available on as of now.
Check it out, enjoy it, but he's going to give us a little sample right now.
Pink, you gotta give me some time.
Let's talk a bit more.
Hold on. I just need a second. Hit,
right.
Hold on, Yeah, I got it.
All right, it's real simple though. It goes like this. My heart go crazy now that you're my lady, more than just my baby. Darling, you're my favorite. Your sex is amazing. Oh, girl, I seen it in your eyes. Tired of these lame niggas trying, thinking they got what it takes to get to know ya. Baby, let me show ya. I'm how you thinking that it's fiction, and baby, all I need is your permission. So let me be your upgrade, and I'll give you everything. 'Cause, oh baby, the way you're looking at me, girl, you're gonna make me go crazy. The way I'ma put it down, you wanna love my baby. I got a taste of your love, don't wanna lose it, 'cause I'm crazy. 'Cause baby, I'm crazy. I'm crazy about you. Oh, I'm crazy about you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're there, then I'm there. We can put the top down, baby. We can go there. If you want it, then baby girl, we can get it. As long as you keep putting it on me, baby, you winning, yeah. I can make you alright, and you know it's going in my city going crazy, 'cause I'm crazy, yeah. Oh, the way you're looking at me, girl, you're gonna make me go crazy. The way I'ma put it down, you want it, I'm my baby. Oh, I got a taste of your love, don't wanna lose it, 'cause I'm crazy. 'Cause baby, I'm crazy. I'm crazy about you. I'm crazy about you.
All right, Kel Breezy
that.
in the
Man,
building.
that's crazy.
Second
Go
ever live
crazy.
performance on our show. We killed
Yeah,
it.
man.
That's the number one or two, first or second track on the EP.
That's the
right?
first track.
That's the first
opening
track.
on the EP, man. Yeah.
Man, go crazy.
Yeah, man. That's one of those songs that remember what I was saying earlier, like how I kind of like model some of my music after the way Chris Brown styles his song.
Yeah.
Like it was so crazy. Me and my brother were literally just talking about this on the way here. It was like when he made that track, he was like, man, we got to be on some like OG Parker, which is Chris Brown's producer. He produces a lot of Chris Brown stuff. He was like, man, we got to make this like an OG Parker, Chris Brown type of thing. And then the way that the way that we executed it to, like exactly the way that we wanted it to sound, it was like, man, it was amazing to see how we came into the studio and did that, because like we actually him and my older cousin, who was also he does some producing as well.
Okay.
They collabed on the beat, and they finished the beat in the studio, and I hadn't actually had anything written to the song yet. So we were just like, man, we're gonna go in the lab, man, and we just gonna see what we can come up with. And, when we after playing it back a couple times, that's kind of just what started to happen, man. I kind of came up with that as we were playing it out loud, and then I was like, okay, man, I think I got something. So then we went into the booth, and then we just kind of came out with it.
I like
exactly.
it.
You guys keeping it all in the family. Every time you say something, it's a cousin or a brother.
Man,
that's what's up, man.
Me and my older brother, man, we did this project ourselves, man, and like he's on every beat, man, and I'm arranging and writing every song. When I'm going to the studio, he's the one that's recording me. He's the one that's mixing all the music and everything like that. So it's definitely like this. When I say this project has been 2 years in the making, man, it's like we put so much hard work and dedication into this, and we to the point where every time we were going there, we were making each other proud. Like seeing how we're getting better and seeing our growth and everything. He actually went to Full Sail University.
I was gonna say, he's a Full Sail guy, right?
Yeah, he went to Full Sail, man, and so just like translating that from already having like a gift of music, combining the two and translating that into our music that we're making, and how he produces for other people as well, man. Like I'm so proud of that guy, man. I really see his growth, and we really like get to see how dope we can really be every time we go in the lab and make music, man, for real.
Love to hear it, man.
What's up?
Yeah.
Now, are you a sports guy at all?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of mostly basketball.
Mostly
and
basketball.
Football, yeah.
So who's the best player in the league right now?
The best player in the league right now, thus far.
NBA.
Thus far, as the season's been going, man, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with either. I'm gonna go with Kevin Durant or I'm gonna go with Steph Curry. Just to as far as
you gotta go with one. Best player. He didn't ask you for the best two players.
Okay, so just cause. I'm gonna go with Steph.
I'm
gonna go with Steph. I'm gonna go with Steph. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Steph.
You can't go wrong with Steph, man.
I'm with Steph. You made the argument a couple weeks ago, and right now, based on where we at, I agree.
Yeah, just like as far as how he's been playing this season compared to the other guys, and like the impact he's been making on his team and noise that he's been making, I feel like he's definitely the best.
He needs 16 threes to break the record, right?
Tonight.
And they're asking him. He's saying, hey, it could happen.
So he's gonna take.
That's a lot of damn threes.
30 threes. Would
that be a record though?
It'll be a record.
Yeah. Clay hit 15.
15
in the game. Yeah.
I thought the record was about 14, 15.
Yeah. Kobe hit 14 in the playoffs, so Kobe had the record original. Shout out to Kobe, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, man.
Yeah, who's not even known as like a dead-eye three-point shooter.
I was gonna say,
so he had the record before Clay.
Yeah. You almost feel like it just was an act of will with Kobe. Like so much of what he did.
It's going there, man.
Fuck it, I'm gonna hit some.
This is what they want. They want to shoot threes now.
You can almost feel that. Yes. It's probably like somebody's writing an article talking about guys doing these great three-pointers. He's like, all right, I'll show you.
I'll show you.
We're gonna hit some threes tonight.
Kobe did whatever he wanted to do, man.
Yeah, for real.
Whatever he wanted to do on the floor.
Man.
That's it.
He had a lot of that to him, man. But yeah, Steph is definitely MVP so far. I didn't hear you say anything about the Greek, man.
The past 2 years, I like undoubtedly he has definitely been, the MVP, and he has deserved that. Aside from last year, I feel like Steph should have got that over. I get why they gave it to Nikola Jokic, but I feel like, man, Steph just played too great to not be, the MVP of last season. But as far as like Giannis goes this season, he's going to dominate. He's going to do what he always does. And I feel like at this point, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's getting old, but it's just not surprising anymore. That when he's going to get on the floor, you're not going to stop him.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in his way. You're not going to take that charge the whole game. So it's just like it's kind of to a point where you're going to just have to be comfortable that Giannis is going to get on the floor and do what he wants to do, and you're just going to have to try to guard everybody else and make sure nobody else has a good game. So.
Yeah.
Giannis, he definitely has earned his respect, man. He's only 20. I think he's only 27, man. He already has a Hall of Famer career. So he definitely gets his flowers, and he definitely has earned his respect.
Yeah, he made the top 75. Yeah, which he should have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think AD should have made it though.
I would, especially. I would yank him off.
Anthony Davis.
I was totally with the Charles Barkley comments of the
man.
day.
Yeah.
I think he was right to say it, and he was spot on, man.
And that's one thing we left out when we had Will on the show. show. We were talking about how to fix the Lakers, and we went to the first thing is Will went to, and we kind of agreed was the Russell Westbrook is a problem. Then he went to kind of a little bit of coaching, but not really. But Russell Westbrook really is the main issue.
We didn't get off of Westbrook.
We didn't get off of Westbrook, and really, I do agree with Charles after listening to his argument. Anthony Davis is the biggest issue because. Yeah. He's the youngest star on the team. Like people look at him as if he's a top 5 player, but hell, he's barely a top 20, top 15.
Right, and age and career wise, he's prime.
He's in the middle of his prime.
We know LeBron ain't in his prime. We know Westbrook's not in his prime.
Right. Yep.
AD's the only man on that roster who's truly in. It should be his prime.
Because what separates Anthony Davis from the Greek Freak? What separates? Like, he's supposed to be putting up the production that Greek Freak is putting up.
Absolutely, I agree.
But it's the heart.
It has to.
Exactly. It's that dog.
The dog to do it every night and to carry your team, and that's the he does not have the appetite.
It's not even it's not even every night. I mean, it's bare. Like you see a real deal Anthony Davis game maybe 5 times out of the year. It's 80 games. Yeah. You know what I mean? You'll see a 45-15 performance maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's crazy, man.
And with Greek, that's a threat every night.
Yeah,
45 and 15. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. I mean, that's he takes it on himself every night to make them competitive.
Yep.
And to make them win.
Absolutely. He brings that heart and that dog every single game.
Yeah. And you've AD's never produced that.
He's never.
The Pelican teams were poor that he was on, and then he came to the Lakers, and I mean, it's kind of been LeBron basically. It's his team, and but again, there should be a transition because of the prime situation, right. LeBron's age, and it's not happening.
Yeah, AD should definitely be the biggest threat in the Lakers right now. Just because, like you guys were saying, the other people, they're past their prime. Bron, he's pretty much past his prime. Same with Russ, but I feel like AD's supposed to be that he's supposed to be the one that's slashing like Giannis is right now for his team. Yeah, so yeah, man, I definitely feel like AD shouldn't have been. Okay, but do you guys feel like Klay should have been in the top 75?
Oh yeah, I do. I think him and Dwight, those were the biggest stars.
Dwight
Howard and Klay Thompson. Throw one of those old guys off and Anthony Davis off, and then there's your team.
Klay Thompson is an NBA treasure.
Yeah.
I mean, a great player, but just also like just a great NBA character.
Oh yeah.
And that matters, man.
It does.
Like AD's the opposite. Like he brings nothing. Like he has the personality of like a white piece of paper with nothing written on it. Like really, like what? Like
Klay has a lot of personality.
Does anybody have an AD story?
No.
Nah, man. He had the brow. He had the brow coming in. I guess that was mystique.
A goddamn birth defect is your calling card. I mean, come on.
That was his thing, man.
That's crazy.
And also.
Remember the locker room thing?
What locker room thing?
Oh wait, I remember.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't hear about that one.
Yeah,
man.
You don't want to. I saw like a clip. I wanted to block it out of my mind. Thanks. I appreciate you bringing that up. I had erased it.
Now, okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one last music break, and then we're gonna tell. I usually tell a story of the week every week. We want to get into that, but before we do that, I wanted to ask you because do you listen to any rap at all?
Yeah, I do. I listen to rap. I do.
Okay, so a trending topic this week, right? Mm-hmm. Lil Duval, comedian, of course, from Jacksonville. Right. He came out and he said, and this is about my guy, so I have to mention it, right?
Okay.
He says that Kodak Black is really on the same level as Kendrick Lamar. Y'all just don't be listening to him. What you think about that?
And I listen to Kodak as well. Kendrick is definitely a lyrical beast. He's definitely a lyrical beast. He's gonna go down in history as one of the best lyricists in the game. Kodak, I feel like Kodak tells his story in his own way, and because he tells it in his own way, that people wouldn't say that he's on the same level as Kendrick Lamar. But Kodak is extremely intelligent. He's extremely intelligent. Like as dumb as the stuff he does sometimes, but he's extremely intelligent, and I feel like that shows. But so I wouldn't say that. His wordplay isn't as good as Kendrick Lamar. I won't say that, but I will say that like Kodak, he knows how to get on a song. He knows how to talk about something and make you feel it and it be real. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I can agree that he is an amazing lyricist as well. But just because of the type of words, the wordplay that Kendrick Lamar used, and the wordplay, just the style of their music is different. I don't feel like you could say that he's as hard as Kendrick Lamar yet.
Right.
Could he get there? Absolutely. But as of right now, maybe not yet.
Bubba seem to take that with some grace.
What's that?
Kodak's your guy, and you seem to take that.
No, I'm just listening to him talk, man. I want to let him get his. What you saying now?
I don't disagree with what he's saying, but I think what Duval is saying is, in a way, how he reaches people. His delivery.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can sit here and go tit for tat all day.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar got bars.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
you're comparing two different genres.
Yeah, you really are. You're comparing two different genres.
Not for nothing, Kodak's a bigger artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What and what part of my beef with guys like Kendrick is, they only come out like once or twice a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
man.
I kind of got to exclude him. Like I never compare Kendrick to like Drake. I mean, because it's not a
Right.
Like he comes out once or twice a year. If Drake was to save all of his best songs for once a year, I mean, shit. I mean, what are you gonna say? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It takes Kendrick entirely too long.
Yeah.
And yeah, he is really good. He's a really good rapper. He has all of these different flows and cadences and stuff like that. But I mean, shit, he takes 2 years to come out with something.
I feel like him and J. Cole are like rappers, but not rappers of the people.
No, J. Cole mixes it in better than Kendrick, way better.
Yeah,
like it's not
he
even the
does.
fucking.
But we've talked about this
world,
before.
but
Like
yeah.
they're not artists that people are just gonna bump in their car.
No.
Like,
Nobody's saying play that new
yeah,
Kendrick.
Yeah, that's
or-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're in a little bit of a different lane. They're universally respected.
Yeah.
But they're not like loved in the same way that some of these other guys come across.
No, that's for sure.
And I feel like what Kendrick does, like him only coming out, like once or twice a year, like you said, I feel like that's so dangerous because when you have people who are real fans of you, they have like a certain expectation of your music. And say, for example, he waits all year to come out with something, and when he finally drops, it's not exactly what people expected it to be. So it's just like that anticipation that you're making people wait on your music and stuff like that. Like you gotta, if you're gonna come once or twice a year, you gotta come hard once or twice a year, or don't come at all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Exactly.
That's like that's the way music used to be. When
Right.
people like released albums and like there'd be time off between.
Right.
That's not the industry anymore. You
Right,
gotta
it's
stay
everything
busy.
you got to stay relevant, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every people are dropping songs every day. Like people are getting famous on TikTok every day. So it's just like with literally off of their songs. So it's just like if you're gonna be in the music industry, you got to drop music. People want to hear music. Like they don't want to, especially if you don't already, if there are other artists that are coming up that basically are in a position to take your spot. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep dropping music. You got to keep making yourself relevant because you're gonna have your fans, but if you drop when you drop and you disappoint, then they're gonna find another artist to listen to. So it's like, yeah, you gotta definitely be careful with the anticipation on how you drop. I feel.
That's what's up, man. Another week, another W for for my guy Kodak, man. He's staying in the news, man, and it's not even it's not even something he's doing.
Right.
Shout out to Lil Duval, man.
Yeah, Lil Duval.
We'll be right back. You guys are on the bench with Bubba and Pink, home of sports music and mayhem.
Being that I'm here right now, I'ma go and get it right now, get committed right now. I'ma do some shit that's gonna uplift a bunch of people's spirit right now, help them heal it right now. I'ma get them riches right now. Work plan, manifest, be speak that shit into existence right now. Can't slow down, got the vision wrote down, cause I seen it, man, I'm on right now. Focus in the motherfucker, swear I'm in the zone right now. Ain't no later, dog, it's only right now.
And it's only right now.
It creates.
Right now.
No past, no future right now. All I got is right now. No past, no future right now. All I got is right now. Fuck what they did to me, gon' do, cause all I get is right now. Fuck what they did to me, gon' do, cause all I get is right now. So I focus on that when I can focus on now. Pull up at a beach on the outskirts of town. Enjoy the view and give thanks to the truth. And I go hit the yo just to shut that bitch down.
And I'm high right now. So alive right now. Clear skies right now. Living my life by my own rules. I feel what I choose.
Do it now. Gonna take some words, okay? And I'm right back at it. Divine alignment, fully automatic. I don't think about it. I just watch it happen. I just move toward it and I get supported. When I try to force it, it just get distorted. So I dance with it. Crystals all in my pants with it. Healing all in my hands with it. I'm an alchemist. I'm a master. I'm a rabbi. I'm a sensei. I'm a bad guy. I'm an alien. I'm an animal. I'm a cannibal. I'm so handsome, no. Yo.
And I'm high right now. Can barely open my eyes right now.
And that money we making it. Climbing these ladders and laying foundation, that's masonry. This shit is different, cause my dreams are literally chasing me. Grateful for where life is taking me. I'm living life, that's to say the least. Only true beauty can tame the beast. Only true love can tame that beast.
Are you here with me right now? Right now. Vibe with me. Vibe with me right now. Right now, yeah.
Hi, Jason. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. That was Jason featuring Muse, man, with Right Now. That's that jam, man. We've been jamming that for a couple of months now.
For sure.
For sure. The time has come for Bubba's Story of the Week. We told some crazy stories in the past, Pink.
We have.
Yeah, man. We're getting up there, man. A lot of stories.
Kel just turned 20. I hope he's up for this. It could take a bad turn.
Kel, man, we told stories about how I got hit so hard in Pop Warner football. I doodled on myself on the field. I told a story. Pink, I mean, I don't know. I saw my first girl I ever saw naked was my sister's friend. I saw her like butt naked, man. I was like 12 years old. I walked in the room on her.
You missed 3 or 4 trains.
Missed 3 or 4 trains, man.
Left at the station.
Yeah, without me, man.
Had your girl taken from you and banged on the bunk above you.
By my light-skinned roommate. Yeah, man, in college.
That's you serious, bro?
Yeah, man, yeah. Not my girl, but the girl I was macking all day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I took the time out. I was macking all day. And he, you know.
If it was really his girl, then fight.
You owe him a whooping down. Like,
fighting, knife play, or shooting would have been necessary.
We actually eventually had him call into the show, and he was like, "Man, he just didn't know." To this day, he didn't know that I was putting in all that time, all that work.
I was not buying that at all.
There's no way he ain't just know nothing at all.
Yeah, he know. No. Shout out to Princess, man. All right, so. Oh, yikes. All right. So this week, like I said, Pink, I'm going to be telling like a series of just Bubba's dating mistakes, man. I've been on this road of dating, and I've just made some grave mistakes, man, along the way.
Yes, you have.
All right. So the first series, a story that is up on YouTube, I told a story about how, you know, the girl I was actively dating then, she found some panties in the bathroom, all right, and it wasn't hers. You know, so I wasn't cleaning up behind myself, and that was me. That was my mistake. You gotta clean up. So I learned then you gotta clean up, man.
Yeah. Kel, you might want to take some notes here. You're
taking a mental note.
But my sister bailed me out then, right? Okay, so this story here, I was in college, but I was home, right? I was home from college break. All right, sophomore year, so I'm at my parents' crib. All right, so my parents, now that everybody's out the house, they downsized. So now they just chilling out in a 2-bedroom apartment, whatever. So what happens is I take it's. I don't want to get into the semantics, but somehow I'm in.
Semantics? Whoa. I didn't know we needed a thesaurus to be on this show.
Right. So I'm in. I have the room that's not necessarily I'm supposed to be in there, but I'm in the room. All right. I'm in the bedroom. Okay.
Is this your parents' bedroom?
No, it's not my parents. It's not my parents' bedroom. Okay.
The other bedroom.
But my mom is in this bedroom a lot. For whatever reason, she likes to watch TV. There's not a TV in the other room. So she's in this room a lot, right? No, my mom is not going to walk in the room while I'm having sex. So that's not the story. But
She already did that a different time.
yeah, she did that a different time. Out in the car, I told that story too. She caught me out in the Jeep. All right. So listen. So my dad is cool with me bringing chicks over. He wants me to smash as many girls as possible. That's part of my problem I have to this day. Right. He's a part of that problem. All right. So he's cool. My mom is the total fucking opposite. She doesn't want it. You know what I mean? She'll kill me if she found out somebody was in the house. So I have to wait till she goes to sleep. He's cool. So he sees the girl comes into the house. You know what I mean? And we quickly go in the room. Everything is cool. All right. So we watching TV, then we end up doing what we do, blah, 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 and we chilling. Now, the problem with this is I go to sleep, right? I go to sleep, and this girl, I don't have my phone locked. I don't it's not a thing up until this time because it's like, it's just my first mistake. You know what I mean? I don't have my phone locked, and she goes through Facebook, and she's going through Facebook, and like she's just messaging every fucking girl that is in the inbox. At this time, I'm an inbox champion. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an inbox champion. I'm going, hey, beautiful, what's up, Because his numbers is the thing. You know what I'm saying? So, that's before dating sites was an actual thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an inbox champion. She's going through like, oh, fuck you, who are you? And Bubba has AIDS. I don't know. I hope you guys didn't do anything. So it's like she's going to town while I'm asleep, right?
Wait, was the plan for her to sleep over? Or did
you
just passed out and left?
Yeah, I just passed out. I just passed out, man. That was that good stuff. I don't advise good stuff, man.
She put it on you.
All right, so listen. So now what happens is, for some fucking odd reason, another girl comes and knocks on the window. Right? Same night.
You're asleep and she's going through your phone.
And another girl comes. My ex comes and knocks on the window. You know what I'm saying? My parents are asleep. It's not my place. And, so she's moving me now like, yo, somebody knocking on the window. She don't know, got the blinds up. You don't know who it is.
Could be the pizza man.
Could be the pizza man. So, I walk outside, and, of course, it's my ex right there. She's like, what are you doing? Let me come in, this and that. And
bad timing.
It's the worst. It's the worst fucking timing, man. Worst timing. So what happens is the girl peeks through the blind. She sees the other girls there, right? Mm-hmm. So it seems like for a minute she just allowing me to do whatever, or I'm thinking she's allowing me to take care of the situation. Right. Diffuse, get rid of her, this and that. No, what she does is I leave my fucking phone in the room to go answer this door. The second mistake I made, man. So now when she's going through Facebook, now she's just calling like contacts. She's calling. She's calling like cousins, my sister, cousin, all type of shit. People's picking up, some people not picking up. She's texting, and she's really going to town. She's doing the absolute most. This is like 2. Yeah, like 1, 2 a.m.
Goodness.
It's like 1, 2 a.m. Yeah. So okay. So I'm out there with my ex trying to get her to leave. Whatever I gotta say to fucking get her to leave. Whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my parents sleep. You gotta go. You know what I mean? So I finally get her. I get her to leave. Right.
Yeah.
Go back in the house. Go to sleep. I don't find out that my phone has been she's went through everything in my phone until the next day.
You were violated.
You know what I mean?
So she put the phone back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I wake up and people are like inboxing me, and they're on the, she leaves like a blanket post. People are commenting under the post. Are you okay? Are you okay? Somebody had to have your phone. That's crazy. Da, da, da. So I'm I'm the clown of the day. But she doesn't stop there. You know what I mean? She doesn't stop there.
So wait, is she still at the house when you find this out?
Right.
She is.
No. I'm saying she's gone. She's gone.
Okay,
she leaves. Of course, she knows she can't be there in the morning time.
Right. Okay.
So she leaves. Like shortly after my ex leaves, she leaves. Right. The third mistake I made was I didn't walk her out. right? Because now am I waking up to all of these messages on Facebook. Now I'm thinking, okay, I'm finna go get me something to eat. My tires is fucking my windows. Not my tires. Not my tires. My windows were smashed out.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God.
On the driver's side and on the fucking windshield. Like I don't even know what she used. There's no rocks in the area. Did she take a shoe off? I don't fucking know, man. It's just grass and dirt.
What size foot did she have?
It's a healthy girl, man.
Maybe she gave it to old Hulk Hogan leg drop.
It's like Meg the Stallion kicked your door.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Meg, man. Yeah, so my windows smashed out. My windows and my, windshield or whatever. So she did a number on me. So I'm calling her. She's not picking up. Whatever. So I get in my car and I'm driving. Now this is like maybe later on in the day, right? Later on in the day.
With no windshield.
it's just like heavily cracked. It's not like
okay.
it's not like all the way through. And this is a true story, man. I swear.
A heavy rain started to fall.
So I don't know if she's like fucking like in the cut or something or around the corner, following me this whole time. But all of a sudden I'm driving and I notice that she's behind me. In the fucking car. This is a lunatic,
this
man.
This feels like a horror movie.
This is a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, this
man.
is Lifetime all the way down.
This is the fucking lunatic.
Little did you know you smashed Freddy Krueger.
She's driving me, trying to drive me off the fucking road. I'm on OBT. I remember like it's yesterday. We're on OBT. We're past the south side, like past like almost going towards downtown, right? Before the sex store.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have pulled into the adult premier factory. That would have been great.
Before the sex store, it's like this old Texaco gas station that's, I don't know, it's still there kind of, but it's not even there now, so I don't know what the fuck they have going on. But anyway.
Bitch, we'll sort this out at the adult store.
So she's like ramming, trying to drive me off the fucking road. She doesn't care about her life or mine. You know what I'm saying? And I have no fucking I have no other recourse but to call the police at this point.
Did you?
I had to call the police, man. They want to call the police. It's either that or I don't even want to subject my sisters to this at this point because there's no telling what this bitch could do. What am I gonna get my sisters killed? I mean, I don't know what she's capable of. You know what I'm saying? I have a cousin who can fight and all this. I don't want to get these people.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's capable. She's about to kill me, man. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, somebody need to come, man. I'm dying. Somebody's trying to, ran me off the road and this and that. Yeah, so the police come. They come to the damn gas station. And I know she's a lunatic because she switches. It's like an off switch, and she's like, I don't know, officer. I didn't try to do that, and I don't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And, I don't know what happened to his car. This and that, and
that sounds like a real Fatal Attraction.
Seriously, I can almost envision her giving you like these steely glares, like while she's talking to the police. And
that's crazy.
Wow,
man. That is crazy.
I would have called the police at my windows getting smashed though. I got a Jeep too. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my Jeep Wrangler,
fantastic, man.
But that was the end of that. Just a couple mistakes. I just learned, man. I learned.
Did you get a restraining order?
I did not, man. I did not.
Was that the last of it, or did she make another run at you?
Over the course, she made other runs. I mean, but I continued to deal with her, so that's on me. Once again, I blame myself. She stabbed me one time.
Oh, Jesus.
Sent me to the hospital. I fractured my neck. She pushed me off a bed. I used to have when I stayed with Carvis, actually, we were roommates, and
were you dating the wrestling chick?
And they gave me the smallest room. We had a 3 fucking bedroom townhouse. Me, Carvis, Eli, and they gave me the smallest fucking room. But I'm paying the same amount of rent. But anyway, so I had to get this bed to where it stacks up. You know what I'm saying? To give my room a little bit more room. Mm-hmm. And so she came over and she like whatever. I don't know. She saw something in my phone. I have my phone locked this time. But she pushed me off the bed, and I fucking, not fractured my neck, because that's like a harsh term. That's like almost broken, but whatever. But definitely heavily sprained it to the fact that I had a fucking neck brace for like 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, but the thing is, she pushed me off, and then she like, drove me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
She's saying, listen, you can't tell him I did it. I'm trying to get my nurse's license, and you can't tell him because I get in trouble. And this is that.
Bubba, I'm volunteering to be your life coach. This foolishness is the end.
So,
but listen,
you said it was good stuff or great stuff. You said you kept dealing with it, and, man.
I was on me. Dated a mistake. Bubba dated a mistake. I kept dealing with it, so that's on me.
That must have been some vibranium pussy.
That man had to be smacking. I'm talking about
straight from Wakanda, man. Straight from Wakanda. But I'll tell you one thing, though. After that happened, and those guys know it happened, something happened to where, I don't know if she saw something on social media or she heard something. She came over to the house when I wasn't there, and Eli let her in. And she fucking like went to town on my room and broke my game, my PlayStation at the time.
Really?
My TV just had a huge fucking crack in it and whatever. And my clothes just fucking everywhere, some outside the damn door. And then she just leaves like nothing happened. Eli swears he didn't know like that was her, whatever. But
Bubba, I don't say this lightly. You should have killed her. Just killed her.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago, man. I was Kel Breezy's age, man. I was 20. Sophomore year in college, 1920, man.
Kel, I hope you're doing a better job of conducting your business than
Yeah,
Bubba
man.
did.
Bubba, I can't get down like you got.
Few people can.
One time after that, them windows, that would have been it for me. That would have been a quick cutoff for me. I couldn't have did that no more.
The payoff for the windows, we came to an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
3 weeks ahead.
God damn it, Pink.
What?
It was 1 month ahead.
1 month?
It was 1 month ahead whenever I wanted it, and how many other times.
Really?
Yeah.
Good deal.
I'm not sure that's a good deal. There's other women out there willing to suck dick.
But it's a matter of would it have been the same as hers though.
$40, bro.
You said $40?
That's a whole lot of $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
That is the story of the week.
Bubba,
Yeah, that's a story.
thank you for
Yeah.
suffering so we could enjoy that story.
That was rough, man.
That was.
That was rough.
I feel damaged.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you hurt me with that one. I'm definitely gonna look for all the signs.
I would have taken her to the grave, dog.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's rough. I didn't want to call the police. I really did. I'm not the type of guy to call the police on a girl, man.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to, but I felt, useless. As soon as I hit her, I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? So
you don't have a lot of
That was
options.
your best bet, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of options there, man.
Oh, man. All right, well, that wraps up today's show. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that show more than Bubba enjoyed that relationship.
All right. What can they catch you at again, Kel?
Oh man, on all platforms, my EP So Many Feelings is out on all digital platforms. Also, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Kel Breezy. That's KelBeezyy. And I'm on Facebook as well under Kel Breezy, man. You guys can also check out my Linktree. I have different social media outlets on there through my Linktree app, which is in my bio, and it's also in my my Facebook bio as well. And yeah, man, I could just tell you guys to be looking tuned for me to be dropping some more music, man, and just getting myself out there more on the performance scene and everything like that. And also,
and Friday you said you're going to be performing?
Thursday. Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Thursday. I also want to thank you guys for having me on the show, man. I appreciate you guys. For sure.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
For sure, man. For sure. On the bench with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We'll catch you guys next week.
All right. Thanks.